Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make a super cute little pen holder. It's not very big, but it holds quite a number of pens. And to do this, I use two variegated 4-weight acrylic yarn held together, and you come out with this really cool pattern. In this video, I'm going to try and use two solid color yarns in a sort of neon green and neon pink, and we're going to see what happens. You'll also need a 6.5 millimeter hook, a yarn needle, a stitch marker if you're more comfortable using one while working in the round, and a pair of scissors. Alright, let's get started. Okay, once you have everything ready, grab your hook, grab your yarn, and again I'm using 2 strands of solid medium weight acrylic yarn held together. You want to start with a magic ring. So to do that, you're going to wrap the yarn around your fingers like that. Put the hook under the first strands, pull up those second strands, and you have that ring there. Take the yarn in the back, yarn over, pull through one to secure. Now we're going to be working in the magic ring, and we're going to do 8 single crochet into that ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and make sure you grab both strands and work through it. Now your tails there at the end from when we started, you can pull those and it will close up your ring nicely. We're not going to join at this point. Round 2, we're going to do 2 single crochets in each of those 8 initial single crochets. So put your hook, without joining, put your hook through those first there we go, the first stitch, all those yarn. Alright, so round 2, we're going to do 2 single crochets into each of the next 8 stitches from round 1. So put your hook through and make sure you grab all those yarn strands, grab a loop, pull it up, yarn over, pull back through both loops. That's 1 single crochet. Go in the same stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and that's 2. And do this all the way around. At the end of round 2, you should have 16 stitches around. can go ahead and count them up just to be sure. Round 3, you're going to do a single crochet into the next stitch, and we're not joining at the end of these rounds. So single crochet into the next stitch, and make sure you grab all of the loops, and then 2 single crochets into the next after that one. And we're going to do that pattern all the way around 8 times. So single crochet, and then 2 single crochets into the next. And do that around, and I will meet you at the end of round 3. At the end of round 3, you should have 24 stitches around. Don't join. Round 4, we're going to do a single crochet into the next 2 stitches, and then 2 single crochets into that following. We're going to do that around 8 times. So single crochet, single crochet, and then 2 single crochets into the next stitch, single crochet into the next, single crochet into the next, and then 2 single crochet into the next. Do this all the way around, and at the end of round 4 you should have 32 stitches. So at the end of round 4 you should have 32 stitches around. Go ahead and count them. Once you have 32 stitches, you can slip stitch into that next one to join, and you have your bottom finished. I'm already liking the little color pattern using these two. I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, but I do like it. Alright, round 5, you're going to single crochet around all 32 stitches, but you're going to single crochet in the back loop only of each stitch. So the back loop is going to be these 2 back here. You're going to put your hook only through those back 2, pull up a loop, and then single crochet. Again, front loops here, back loops there. Make sure you're grabbing both strands of yarn. Pull up a loop, yarn over, single crochet. And do that all the way around 32 stitches. And I will see you for round 6. I'm coming up to the beginning of the round. The last 3, stick a single crochet in the back loop only, and then go ahead and count your stitches. I'm going to go ahead and count because I did lose track, and I want to make sure that that is the stitch to join in, because we're going to join at the end of this round. So go ahead and count your stitches. Okay, so back at the end you're going to want to put a slip stitch into the first stitch of the start of that row, and now you've got round 5 complete. Round 6 you're going to do a single crochet all the way around, and you're going to continue this for as many rounds as you want. I did 10 rounds to give it a little bit of height, but not too much. You can do more if you want a taller desk caddy. You can do fewer if you don't want the height on it. It's really up to you. This is just straight single crochet in the round all the way around until you get the height. So here we go. Single crochet all the way around. And we're not joining our rounds, so just keep continuing around until you get the height. And if it's helpful, you can place a stitch marker back at the beginning of the first stitch and continue to do that all the way around. And I'll see you at the end of my round 10. Okay, so I did 10 rounds and I like the height. Let's just see here. I like the height, so I'm going to slip stitch now into the next stitch to finish off that round. Okay, so you can stop here if you like a cleaner edge and you don't want any sort of scallop floral edging at the top. And it's a nice size and it's sturdy. We use the 2 strands held together to give it a little bit of weight so it won't collapse, at least not as easily. If you do want to do the scallop border, this is how we do it. So you've slip stitched into that next stitch. We're going to chain 1 and then we're going to do 3 half double crochets into that same stitch. So to do a half double crochet, you yarn over, put your hook into that same space that we chained out of, bring up a loop, yarn over, and pull back through all of those strands. And we're going to do that 2 more times. Yarn over into the same stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3, yarn over. That's 3 half double crochets all into that same space. Now we're going to slip stitch into the next, slip stitch into the next stitch, so slip stitch in the next 2 stitches. Then we're going to chain 1 and do 3 half double crochets into that same stitch. And sometimes it's hard to find your way out of all those strands of yarn. Okay. And then slip stitch. Whoops. See, I lost a strand somewhere. So let's frog that out and let's do that last half double crochet again. There we go. Slip stitch into the next, slip stitch into the next, and chain 1. Whoops. And then do 3 half double crochets into that same one, slip stitch in the next, slip stitch in the next, chain 1, 3 half double crochets. Keep doing that all the way around, and I will see you back here at the beginning. Okay, I'm back at the end. I just have one more little scallop to do. So I'm going to go ahead and chain 1 and do 3 half double crochets into that last space. slip stitch to join and pull through a loop. Grab your scissors, cut those ends off, and there we go. So let's grab our pen, see how it looks. There we are. You got that nice scallop edging, and I like how the color turned out. It's really fun to use two strands together and see what sort of pattern you can create. So when you're done, just weave in your ends. You're going to have a couple ends down here from when you started, and your top ends here. Just weave them back and forth on the inside, and then you're done. A little pen desk caddy, handmade, crocheted, doesn't take too long, pretty easy, just using single crochets, a magic ring, a little bit of half double crochet at the end if you like the scalloped edge. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and so you don't miss any of my future videos. Bye!